perfect way to start your week. Today we'll do a total body flow, so a little equal upper and lower. We're gonna hit a little extra kind of like knees, IT band, hamstrings on the lower half, always glutes and all of that, and then of course upper as well. We'll say our name and our intention and we'll get right into it. So I'm Nikki. My intention is to slow down. This can sometimes be the only hour of the day where we really get to slow it down, and I'm going to enjoy that today. We'll start with Ben.
Yeah, I'm Ben. Similarly, I think for me it's like pause is the word I would say. So.
Perfect. Yana?
My name is Kiana, and I will go with being present.
Perfect. You've got it.
I'm June. The word that I think was de-stressing.
Beautiful. Good kind of commonalities.
Yes, yes, get off all the stress.
Perfect. We're all going to de-stress today. You've got it. And let's jump on in. We'll start flat on our back. Again, I love doing a little half and half combination. So let's start with our hands just flat on the floor, feet on the floor. Taking a big breath into your belly, filling up to the top. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and slowly exhale. Again, another big belly breath, fill all the way. Hold at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1, slowly release. And one more breath, full inhale. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale. We'll begin with those windshield wipers, side to side. Really taking your time. And I love how everyone's intention today is all about pausing, presence, and de-stressing. So really use this hour to stay inside of these 4 walls. Just let go of everything from the outside. We'll get last little windshield wiper here. And then let's take our left ankle outside of our right knee. Pull that right knee towards the floor and holding here for 30 seconds. Decompressing that side of the hip. Just feel the weight of your body against the ground here. Left side of the body. Releasing that side, both feet flat on the floor. Inch your feet outside of your mat, and now cave both knees in towards each other, a 30-second hold. This one targeting our hip capsule. Great for getting at it's called the insertion point of the joint. It's where the joint meets the muscle. And really try to actively pull the knees towards the floor while remaining soft through the belly and the torso. Each exhale, trying to see if we can let those knees concave in just a little more. Slowing down the breath, slowing down the mind, and slowly ease out of that stretch, being gentle with the knees, inch the feet closer together. And then one little reset here. Happy baby. Grabbing both edges of the feet, knees 90 degrees, pull your knees towards the floor. For this variation, trying to keep your tailbone glued to the ground. Breathing into those hip flexors. With each breath today, can you fill your lungs all the way? And then make those exhales longer than the inhales. And releasing both feet, coming flat to the floor. Let's take our right leg up towards the ceiling, hands flat on the ground, and our single leg hamstring kicks, keeping the core engaged, low back pressed into the floor, little active hamstring stretch here. Focus on where all of the points of the body connect with the ground. Get last one. Come up to the top, adductor and IT band stretch, open the right leg towards the side wall, and then actively pull the right leg as far as you can across the body, little hold, and then back to that opening position. So here working that adductor, that inner thigh muscle, as well as with our active IT band stretch, trying to pull that leg as far as we can without letting that low back come off the ground. Core is engaged. Great job with the active stretch. Last one here. Grabbing for the edges of the right foot. Single side happy baby this time. Drawing that knee close to that right armpit. Keeping again that left side of the lower back. Pressed into the floor. And then crossing the right ankle over the left thigh. Lift your left foot off the ground. Grab for your left hamstring. Figure 4. And a little trick here. Think about actively pressing your right ankle into your left thigh and driving that right knee away. This stretch will activate the glutes here, that hip here. Making sure we're still staying present with the breath. And last one on this side, extend the left leg straight. Right side supine twist. We'll get our 3 arm circles reaching down towards the right hip. So here we go. Sweep the right arm down towards your hip. Inhale to the front of your body. And then exhale, open your chest. 2 more here. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, open the chest. Great job with the breath, everyone. 1 more circle. Already noticing how much more present you feel when we slow it down. And release that side, coming flat onto your back. Center your hips once again, and we'll repeat that on the left side. So lifting that left leg up towards the ceiling, our active hamstring stretch today, really engaging the core, finding that mind to body connection, and knowing that the more you can focus on the sensations of the body, dropping out of the thoughts and into the feeling, the better you will feel. Get last one, and then into our adductor to IT band stretch. Open the leg and pull across the body, keeping that low back glued to the floor by engaging your abs. Remembering the breath. And if you find your mind wandering, bringing it back to that breath. Last rep here. Grabbing the edges of that left foot for our single side happy baby. Pulling that left knee towards the left armpit. Right side of the lower back stays glued to the ground. With each exhale, can you bring that knee just a bit closer to the floor? Let's take that left ankle, cross it over the right thigh. Lift the right foot off the ground, grabbing for the right hamstring. And then that little trick where we actively try to press the left ankle into the right thigh. That will help to open up that left hip a bit more. Breathing into it and enjoying this time to rest and recover. Breathing into that hip, last breath. Extend the right leg straight, left leg supine twist across the body. Left arm sweeps down towards the left hip, 3 arm circles, inhale to the front of the body. Exhale, open the chest. 2 more here. Inhale, sweep the arm long as you can. Exhale, releasing tension. 1 more circle. And exhale, open. Rolling back to the center and hugging both knees in towards the center of the chest. Knees come to the forehead and about 5 or 6 rocks up and down our spine till we make our way into a seated position with our legs straight for now. We're going to inhale to reach up. And exhale, melt forward. We're going to spend 1 full minute in this hamstring stretch. And with today's intention of slowing down, maybe making this a little bit more of a passive stretch today. Just allowing gravity to pull you closer to the floor. Surrendering without pushing. Just about halfway there. With each exhale, seeing if we can let that chest drop closer over that leg. Coming up to the top, little break for the legs, shoulder stretch in between, placing your fingertips facing the back wall, knees just about flat, bending your elbows, sinking your chest down, lowering just to the point where you feel a intense stretch but not any sharp pain through the shoulders, just 30 seconds to hold here. Breathing into the belly. You'll feel this one right through the front delts, front shoulders. Take about 1 more breath here. Slowly coming up to the top, bringing our legs into a butterfly. 1 minute here in our butterfly, folding forward. Again, another passive stretch since we're here for a full minute. You can use your elbows into your knees for just a little support. Trying to lengthen your spine ever so gently, pulling your chest towards your feet. While trying to open those knees and hips to the side. Trying to exhale fully. Getting all angles of the hips here. Just about 15 seconds to go. Coming out of that stretch, we'll get one more for our shoulders. This time fingertips face forward, but similar stretch. Sending your torso backwards, elbows to the back wall. Trying to keep those elbows about parallel to each other. With each exhale, lowering a bit more and using your core to hold up that torso. Take about 2 more breaths, seeing if you can soften into it. And slowly coming up out of that stretch. One more for the hips in this seated position, similar to our seated windshield wipers, or laying windshield wipers. Now our seated variation, pulling those knees side to side. Make sure that both glutes stay glued to the floor and actively pulling that knee towards the inside while driving the outer knee to the outside. One side will likely feel a little different than the other. Trying to get as far as we can in either direction. And last one. And simply swing the legs around into our tabletop position, getting into our cat-cow. We'll get our traditional cat-cow today. Starting with an exhale, rounding up to the top. And inhale to arch, dropping the belly, lifting the chest. Continuing at your own pace. As long as you are exhaling to round and inhaling to arch. Find that flow with the breath. I'm going to do a full minute of this cat-cow. So feel free to add any circular variations if that feels good for your body. Tuning in and just noticing, are there any areas of your spine that could use a little extra flow or attention? Rolling up and down your spine. About 15 more seconds to go. Great job staying with the breath. And then next one, we are going to roll all the way down to our stomach, rolling down with control. And we're going to get into a long scorpion hold on each side, right arm straight, left arm and left leg bends, kicking that left leg up and over, and we're here for a full minute, really leaning onto that shoulder. Once we arrive, let that head rest heavy, and can you open that left knee as wide as you can towards the ceiling, and once you arrive in the stretch, soften 10% and allow yourself to melt into the floor. Can you roll a little bit more onto that right shoulder without forcing? Breathe into that lower right side of your belly. And 10 seconds to go. Slowly unravel from that side and immediately into the left side. Scorpion, 1 minute hold. Once you arrive, let that head just be cradled and rest into the floor. And allow this time to be stillness, not only for your body, but also for your mind. With each exhale, rolling a little bit deeper into the stretch. Breathing into that left side. Continuing to hold for just a moment more and slowly start to roll out of that stretch. Pressing up onto your forearms into a low cobra. 30 seconds here to compress that lower back. For an extra stretch, squeeze your quads and you'll feel a little more compression through the lower back. Pulling those shoulder blades down your back. Soft gaze at the top of your mat. And slowly lowering back down. Pulling your hands outside of your chest. Tuck your toes into a push-up position. Pressing up to a high plank. And then up and back to a downward facing dog. Pedaling out those heels, stretching out those calves, a little extra time here on the back of the legs. Just feeling where your hands and your feet connect with the floor. And from here, tippy-toeing up toward your hands, and today you're going to stand with your feet outside of your mat, standing straddle, nice flat back, interlace your hands behind your back, and forward fold. We're here for about 45 seconds. If you lift your tailbone towards the sky, you'll feel those hamstrings a bit more. And reach your knuckles towards the floor to open the upper back. And imagine every thought, any stress, emptying through the top of your head with ease. Releasing the hands. Continuing with some hamstring stretches. Inch your hands to your left leg, and then bringing your nose towards your left knee. And 30 seconds to hold here. You can pull the back of your calf, and you'll feel a stretch through the back of that left leg. Just 30 seconds, but an extra long hold for these hamstrings. Inching our way to the other leg, right side, grabbing for that right calf, and then exhale, forward fold, pulling your forehead towards your right shin, 30 seconds, little emphasis on the right side. back towards the center. Turning your feet slightly out to the side, coming up into a sumo squat. Hands on just above the knees, a couple spinal twists here. Exhale, drop your left shoulder and hold for about 10 seconds. Inhale through the center. Exhale, drop the right shoulder, 10-second hold. One more on each side. Inhale through the center. Great job with the breath. Exhale, drop the left shoulder. Inhale through the center. Last one in this long pose. Exhale, drop the right shoulder. Inhale back to the center. Hands come down, inch the feet in just a little bit, and dropping into a low sumo squat. 1 minute holds down at the bottom. Ideally keeping the heels flat, elbows into the knees, and using whatever assistance that your body needs. Fighting to drop those hips low while we lift our chest. And again, any alternative of this pose is perfect for your body. Focusing more on the sensations than on the aesthetics. Breathing through it, stay calm, stay focused. Finding the calm in the breath. You have just 15 seconds to go. Last breath here. Coming down, back onto the knees, dropping slowly back into our cat-cow. I know that was intense. Take a second. We have 1 minute of a gentle cat-cow just to reset our hips, our spine. Exhale to round. Feel that space you've already created. Inhale to arch. Knowing that sometimes the most potent stretches are the ones where we move through the slowness. Knowing that sometimes when we rush, we are avoiding discomfort. Finding this slowness in your cat-cow for 30 more seconds. We'll get last one here. Getting a bit more into our upper body. Inching forward into your puppy dog. Another 1 minute pose. Lots of deep poses today. Just notice your mind starts to wander or perhaps get impatient. You bring it back to enjoying this slowness that we only get for this hour sometimes. 30 more seconds. Can you open those shoulders towards the floor? Beautiful job staying with the breath. Last breath here. Slowly inching back to our tabletop and reaching our right arm underneath and through. And today, if you can, adding a bind to our thread the needle. Another 1 minute hold. We'll get just one round of this, really enjoying this shoulder opener. And if the hand behind the back doesn't feel good for your body, you can just place it on the floor. Breathe into that right shoulder. Open your heart towards the ceiling. Close your eyes. Just scanning your body. Where are you holding tension? And where can you soften to let it go? Just 15 more seconds. And simply replace the left hand ever so gently. Come out of that side, left side, thread the needle. Only one round of this, so really enjoy the shoulder opener. Allow yourself to melt into the floor. Breathing into those ribs. Opening the chest. Closing the eyes if that feels good. Almost there. Last breath coming out of that side. Back into our tabletop. One more round for upper body. We have a lat variation of our puppy dog. Inch to the right side of your mat. Place your left palm on top of your right. And then a subtle variation, dropping that left shoulder. Just 30 seconds here this time. And notice that slight emphasis through that right shoulder. Lengthening through that left side. Gently inching to the left side of the mat. Placing the right palm on top of the left, last shoulder stretch for a bit. You send your breath to that right side of your ribs. Easing out of that side, back to our tabletop. And we'll press up and back again into a downward facing dog. Pedaling out those calves and heels once again. Just focusing for your hands and your feet to connect with the ground. And then tippy-toeing up towards your hands once again, different variation. Toes slightly in, fingertips come underneath your toes. Little spinal decompression, rounding up to the top, holding for just 5 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go of the fingertips. Stay in this forward fold. Another round of interlacing our hands behind our back. This time in a standard forward fold. Reach those knuckles towards the ground. Long spine melts over your thighs. Using this opportunity to empty your mind. Empty your thoughts. Releasing the hands, staying in this forward fold. Step your left foot forward about 6 to 8 inches. Flat back, lean most of your weight onto your left foot,
And then forward fold over that left leg. Maybe right hand for balance, left hand can grab the calf. Try to pull your forehead towards that left shin. Extra hamstring stretch here. Let go of the left hand, set the right foot back, or left foot back, slide the right foot forward. Most of your body weight over that right leg. Grab your right hand to your right calf, left hand for balance, and then try to get that forehead towards your shin, 30 seconds. The more you lift your tailbone, you'll feel a deeper stretch through that hamstring. You guys are doing great with the potency of these stretches today. Breathing through it, staying present. Sliding that right foot back, rolling up one single vertebrae at a time. Just a little spinal roll here. Shin is going to finish last. Pulling your chin down to your chest. 3 neck circles each way, starting to the right. Actively pulling those fingertips towards the floor. We're really hitting every angle of the body. If you notice any tightness, breathing into it, one more circle to the right. Reverse directions, tilting the ear to the left. Actively pulling those fingertips towards the floor. Breathing into that belly, into upper back. Last circle here. Once your chin lands on your chest, we're simply going to roll back down one vertebrae at a time. Trying to segment through each bit of the spine here. Dropping down, inching your feet back into a high plank. Lower down to a push-up, into an upward facing dog. And sit the hips back into a tabletop. Slide your knees forward. We have a double saddle. So we're going to 3 options. Option 1 is a tall saddle. Option 2 on the elbows. Option 3 all the way down. Most important thing, if we feel our kneecaps, you're going to ease out of the pose. Our target is our quads, hip flexors, and if you're all the way down, lower back. Yep, use any props that you need to. And here we go, lower on down. And this will be one of our final poses. Just a couple to go. Really added challenge, full 2 minutes in our saddle. So again, if you feel anything through a knee or a kneecap, ease your way out or find a position that works for your body. And if you feel intensity through your quads and your hip flexors, stay there and breathe into it. Maybe close your eyes, just noticing, can you surrender into the stillness, opening up. Feeling where your body is supported with the ground. Beautiful work. 30 seconds to go. Full surrender. Full openness. Receptive to all of the sensations. Slowing down. Ever so gingerly easing out of that pose. Great job, everyone. Final two, we'll get a 1-minute pigeon on each side. Simply step the right leg through, lower it down all the way, and just a 1-minute hold on each side. Going to whatever depth your body is needing today. Finding the stillness, letting your chest rest on that leg. Enjoying this peaceful time for your body and mind. Sliding those hands back. Final pose of the day. Left side steps through. Knowing that one side may feel a little different than the other. Finding that perfect position for your body. And then full surrender for this final minute. Final breath. Whenever you feel complete, with your head facing the bowls, land on your back into your Shavasana, melting into the floor, allowing this routine to fully settle in your body. Staying fully present, just allowing the depth of this routine to sink in. Closing your eyes. We'll begin to transition to our sound bath healing. Today's sound bath healing going to be extra gentle, extra peaceful. And again, using these final 15 minutes to rest and receive, giving yourself the permission to slow down, knowing you are so worthy of this rest and receiving. Our intention for our Reiki infused sound bath healing is going to be slow down. So for today, there will be minimal guidance from my words and mostly just enjoying these soothing sounds and vibrations to allow you to receive.